There you go. You got to lighten up, man. You got to live a little.
Dude,
I'm tired. You know what?
that's what the shades are all about. Hey, you did the mash. You did the monster mash all night long. The
No,
monster mash.
I think I'm getting a little Halloween out.
How dare you?
I'm tired.
How dare you, sir?
Do you know what it is? I'm ready for the next phase.
You ready for the next holiday already?
Yes. What is up, and welcome back to the Ready Player Lift podcast, your favorite show about games and games. I'm your host Milo, here with my nearest, dearest brother, J-Rel,
AKA Goku today.
aka Jakku,
Yeah.
who has blessed us. We have blessed your
Halloween
feed.
vibes. Halloween
Yes.
vibes.
Jarrell is blessing your feed with his very beautiful, luscious, black, spiky
hair.
You look good, man.
Thank you.
You look good.
Milo's got the laid back. What's his name? Top
This is-
Gun,
Yeah, I was thinking this is.
Maverick going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Minus-
Tom Cruise.
minus the jumpsuit.
Yeah, this is my very quick put together Halloween costume for the show. Welcome back to our podcast. We fucking love you all. We know you've been waiting for this episode, so thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
We have too much to talk about.
Entirely too much. Oh my
We don't know if we're going to get through it. OMG. If you are a repeat listener, thank you for coming back.
Yes.
If you are new, thank you for giving us a chance. Please do not forget to subscribe, follow, comment, engage, and share our show
yeah,
so that we can grow. Welcome back to the show. Season 7, episode 2.
Episode 2.
The last episode of October, right?
Yeah.
Technically? Because Halloween's on what? Halloween is on.
Halloween's on a Monday.
We got one more episode.
week.
We got one more.
We got
So
one
we're gonna
more.
yeah. So we'll do this,
Uno más.
and then we'll go hard. We got
Spooky.
a lot.
Halloween vibes. Spooky vibes. Spooky vibes. We recently did a merch drop. Our little Ghosty T-shirt, very popular.
Yes.
Sold out very quickly, which is pretty cool. And we need to give some shout-outs. Milo, shout outs.
I would love to shout out our listeners. So yeah, like Jarrell said, we did a impromptu supporter T-shirt drop and tank top drop. We found out that the Ghosty was we should have just focused on Ghosty
one.
because
the Ghosty's the one.
yeah, that was
still
the
got
most
stuff available, but the Ghosty's the one for sure.
We are not wearing it now, but please check out our page, Ready Player Lift Clothing. You will find a lot of our info and promotions on our clothing line there. And of course,
Sure.
Ready Player Lift, the classic IG channel. And you can find us on YouTube as well. So you'll see us modeling that shirt on the last episode if you happen to give a shit. On this episode, we want to give
That was so blunt. Here's your food. Eat it. Ah. Oh my God.
I want to shout out. Okay, so this is a special,
We got
very
some
special.
shout outs. Yeah. Some shout outs for show.
Michael. He, his last name is on IG, so I think we're good.
Okay.
But Michael Eugenio, I hope I said that correctly. Damn.
I was going to ask you how do you pronounce that. I was also going to ask you, does he go by Michael or does he go by Mike?
We still don't know yet.
Some people are very particular when
They
with their
are.
name. So it's either Michael or Mike. Mikey.
I go for Michael. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I know he's definitely listening, so please let us know what you
He's
prefer.
our number one YouTube supporter.
He is,
He's
dude.
the
He
man.
is the. What more can we say about this dude? Like
Yeah.
he does not miss an episode.
Engages
He
almost
shows
every time.
love.
Like, it's crazy.
He
Mad love. Yeah.
Like, he posts on IG, and he's proud to be associated with us, dude. That's awesome. Like,
so cool.
He is a complete stranger. Like, we have obviously friends and family that obviously rock with us and they support us, which is, we obviously cannot thank you enough for that. But to meet a complete stranger and, run into him at the gym, like, I didn't know him. And to run into him and he's like, hey man, like, I really like what you guys are doing. And, so we chat every now and then, and, I see him at the gym from time to time, and he's just happy to buy, he bought our stuff, posted, and we just can't thank you enough. So shout out to Michael.
Shout out.
Who else do
Michael. We have? Michael. The guy hit the horn and all that. J-Rod, out of nowhere.
Oh.
Our good buddy Josh, out of the blue, just, hey, what's up, guys? Bam. Ghosty shirt. Supported. Wanted the Ghosty.
And he's so under the radar too,
dude,
like,
so,
he doesn't have an
like,
IG. He doesn't have.
No social. He flies low. Like, he's just doing his thing. And, man. Thank you. Shout out.
Thank you
That's
so
amazing.
much, J-Rod, for the love. We appreciate it. Get that IG, man.
And I know we keep telling him. And then family, of course. Family always jumps in and supports us too. My cousin jumped in. My cousin from Texas, Maria, jumped in and said, I want some stuff too. Me and my husband want some stuff. And made a couple orders, and it was also out of nowhere, out of the blue, super amazing. But the number one, I wouldn't say the number one. Well, yeah, probably the one who saved the day.
In terms of dollars.
The one who came in and spent so much. Milo.
Yeah, you know what? It's my sis. So you know what? Special honorary shout out to my sis Sylvia. I don't know if she listens to the pod, dude. She's just like happy
You're
to.
Just gonna have to send her this one little clip. Like, when you screenshot this clip, send it to her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they said my name.
You're on the internet. No, for real, dude. That's the thing. Like, she's a lot like J-Rod.
Out of nowhere, also.
Out of nowhere,
all of this whole drop. This was like kind of a surprise, in all honesty, to me. Like, I was. We always, it's the same thing. We always expect no one's really gonna support. No one's gonna really give a crap, and like no one wants what we're throwing out there like that.
And they always
do.
And
everyone always does. It's crazy. Like, so we can't thank everyone enough for the love, and we do truly appreciate it. It's crazy.
Absolutely. So yes, yep. So sis, I love you. Thank you so much. We sold out. I mean, Ghosty's pretty much gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Just special requests, orders at this point, but yeah.
Yes. So if you know anyone who saw the Ghosty and it wasn't in your size, and you thought you might have missed out, we don't mind taking requests too. So we sell them out, and we like to just move on. We sell them, we drop. We don't pitch it too hard. We're not like, we just drop it and hope for the best.
Yeah.
All proceeds go back to the show. This shit is not cheap. Producing the show is not cheap. Getting Jarrell this perfect, beautiful hair was not cheap. This wig that he has was.
I've had this thing for years.
This plastic wig.
It's actually
what is that
soft,
made out of?
Milo.
Okay.
It's like a I think the outside is like some sort of
like foam.
On the inside, yeah. It's soft though. Like, it's comfortable. It's like wearing a beanie. It's literally a beanie with these little
Just
but I don't know
ends.
this. It's like this plastic-ish vinyl.
Yeah, it looks a little
on the outside.
vinyl. Yeah.
It's super shiny, but the inside is like all soft and like like a beanie.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, keeps you nice and warm.
Yeah. So if you bought a shirt, then you have definitely, in one way or another, pitched into Jarrell's awesome Halloween costume. Okay, so what else do we got? Oh, we got some sad news, dude. We got some sad news.
Yeah.
I don't want to dwell
on the sad stuff.
I think, the listeners, they look forward to us for a little bit of laughs, They look forward to some jokes and us just kind of being ourselves and stuff like that. But we do have some sad news to open with, and I'm sure that if you are anywhere online, whether it's IG, Facebook, whatever, like you definitely heard that Mr. Robbie Coltrane
Yeah. Hagrid. If you're a fan
has
at
passed.
all, if you're a fan, Hagrid played the iconic character from Harry Potter, the Harry Potter movies. He passed away. It's crazy. And it's nuts too, because it's like, man, I always watch all the Harry Potter movies around Christmas time. I don't know if you do too or not, or if because they're all like Christmas themed.
It was very whimsical.
It's
very.
Well, they always at some point in the early movie, the first three, I think, always have a Christmas like because it's a school year, right? So like Christmas time comes along during the school year, and it's like a big thing every single time. So I don't know, and it's winter and all this. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching all of those this winter.
Yeah, he is obviously iconic.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely, R.I.P. to Robbie. Thank you for providing. I mean, everybody loved Hagrid. I mean, he was like
childhood.
that father figure
Yeah.
to Harry Potter. You know what? No, I do have a fun fact. Well, it's not fun. But I have a fact for you, I guess.
Okay.
I've never actually finished all of the Harry Potter movies.
All right. Well, goodbye, Milo.
So thank you for listening to the show, and
episode.
it was nice working with you. Ready Player Lift is canceled.
How dare you?
I just haven't gotten around to it.
You.
Hey,
this is my. You know, it's funny. This is always Milo's. This is
That's like
Milo's response to every single one.
I can't believe it.
He watched like bits and pieces of something, and then he's like, you know what? I actually never watched this whole thing. Like,
that's my thing.
Every time. I'm like, bro.
Well, because it excites people. It's like one of those things. So, for example, my girlfriend has never watched Ghostbusters 2. She's never seen it ever.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, what? What?
Yeah.
How? But it's like, how have you not seen?
Yeah.
You know. So I like to do that. It always gets a rise out of people.
All right, so Milo's
never
goal
seen
this
Star Wars?
winter is to sit and watch all the Harry Potters because he has HBO and there's no reason why he can't watch all
Actually,
of them.
that is
you don't
not
have
true.
HBO
I will
anymore?
fact check you, sir. They have removed the entire catalog.
Did they?
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
When was that?
Like 2 months ago.
Shoot, I'm sure they'll probably put them back on there. If not, you can come over to my house because I have them all.
You got the box set?
On the box set. So you can just watch them. That and Star Wars, whatever you want.
Robbie Coltrane was only 72.
Yeah.
Another sad thing that, you know what they say, man, it comes in threes. It always comes in threes. You know, anytime someone...
This was the first one, and the Robbie was next, right?
Yeah, I'm a little sad for
Yeah.
her, dude. So shout out.
Angela.
I mean, I'm giving a shout out to a deceased person. I don't want it to sound inappropriate.
This is Milo's thing, though. He tends to shout out deceased people. I'm not really sure why, but
Well, how do you word it? What is the appropriate way to do it? Just say it.
Rest in peace. Yeah, let me shout out.
She should get a shout out. God damn it. She is Angela freaking Lansbury, also known as the Great Gumshoe Detective.
Yes. What was the show? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote. And she was also, for all you Disney fans out there, Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Potts.
From Beauty and the Beast.
She was so adorable in that movie.
Yeah.
And she sang
Potts,
that classic, iconic song in the ballroom. As old as time. So why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So why should she not get a shout out? Okay.
All right.
With
I
all
take
due
it back.
respect. With all due
Yes.
respect. She was an
Yes.
iconic lady, a wonderful actor. She brought joy to many children who grew into the fine adults we are today. She was actually, dude, she was 96.
How old was she?
She was 96.
I was going to say, how old was she? That's
So
crazy. That's an amazing life.
what a
though,
legacy.
too.
Yeah, what a legacy. So, like I said, it comes in threes. As of right now, I don't really know
Yeah.
who that third is, but you know how that goes. Obviously, not wishing for that to happen,
No, of course
but
not.
just be on the lookout for that, right? What else do we got? So we don't have any Ask Ready Player Lift questions this week.
Yeah,
That
no
is
questions
my
this week.
fault. That is my bad. Dude, I've been busy.
We've been busy. It's
I've
okay
been,
though.
Dude, I got a big plate.
I think we have plenty to continue. We have plenty to continue talking about. Plenty.
I've had a big plate this week, man. So we will drop a post.
You know who also had a big plate? Callum.
Oh yeah, Callum Von. So on the Callum Von
slide
Moger,
into your transitions here.
that was good. So this also goes back to our listener Michael. I ran into him at the gym a few days ago, and he said, "Hey man, like, so the Ready Player Lift podcast, I tend to believe kind of goes off the rails every now and then.
Yeah.
This was originally a weightlifting and gym and bodybuilding and
video game
show.
Yeah. Podcast.
And so we try to capture everything for everyone. And sometimes, maybe one topic will go off the wayside to make room for the stupid shit that we talk about at the end.
Yeah.
So there's a balance, right? But I wanted to just drop this, if you happen to follow the bodybuilding world, then maybe you didn't know, like I didn't, Callum Von Moger, who's best known for looking exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime.
I think last time we talked about him was when the whole window fell out the window a bit. Right?
Yeah, it was he jumped
or something
out the window.
Oh, that's like confirmed now.
Yeah, no, he tried to commit suicide.
Oh,
trigger warning.
Just I thought that was just like a speculation or something, or like what they were thinking. I didn't know that was like a confirmed.
Yeah, no, he's had a rough
deal.
So this man's fall from grace. Again, if you don't know who he is, go ahead and Google him.
So what's happening now? What's going on now?
He has pled guilty to intentionally damaging property, carrying a prohibited weapon, and carelessly driving a motor vehicle. I think this was like this was like road rage in Australia. So it's like one problem after another.
Rules are different in other places, man. Rules are different.
Exactly.
It's very, yeah.
And
you gotta be careful.
And so to watch this, we met this guy, and to watch basically his life is over.
Shook this man's hand.
Shook his hand, still supported him regardless of everything that he was going through. And, anyway, Michael, he follows a lot of the bodybuilding news. And so I just wanted to say thanks to Michael for informing me of that, because I had no idea, there's so many things that drop every day. Does he
have jail time now, or is he fines, or what happens?
He is...
Do you know?
He's just going through it, dude. I don't know how the court system works out there. But basically, he is done. Like I don't know how many years he's facing. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not...
It's really bad, huh?
It's not good. And so I don't know, dude. I don't really have a take on this, but if you were wondering about that, my take... Well, I do have a take on this. This man had everything going for him.
Yeah.
And
just because you have everything going for you doesn't necessarily mean you have everything going for you. You know what I mean? I'm pointing to my head.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, just because you have everything in the world doesn't mean like your mental health is there. Like, that's still always going to be number one, and you just may not know like what people are, just like everything else. You don't know what everyone's going through or what they could be going through at that moment. And I don't know.
Look at the difference between him.
I think remembering to continue to focus on that more than anything else is gonna be key for you, man. Like, because if your mind ain't right, like nothing else is gonna, like, it's just how it is. Like nothing else is gonna be right. Like your mind has to be right first, and everything else falls into place. You know.
Well, let me ask you this, because we comment on this all the time. Did Callum fly too close to the sun? Did he?
A few times, yeah.
Did
I
this?
think so.
You know, King of the World. He's getting movie roles. He's a superstar, like bodybuilder, and you know, it's almost like just some guys, they can't handle it. They can't handle the pressures of being on top like that. Now look at him, and then
Callum
compare.
was so chill. He was so chill too. Like I feel like Callum he wanted to be just a normal dude, and that was the biggest, not issue, but like the biggest thing I think he didn't realize is like he couldn't. like
there's a responsibility to carry.
He went too far. Yeah, he had got to a level where he'd gone too far, you know, and because of that, like that, a lot of responsibility falls on you, and the weight and the pressure falls on you, and if you don't really want it, you know, like then it makes it hard, like,
or if you don't value what you have.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of that comes down to that too. There's a very popular individual that I plan on discussing at the end of the show.
Okay.
And I think there's
just take the kid in the other room. Like, why are you screaming? Why are you right next to the door?
There is a
families, children.
On
my
that,
son screaming in the background. On that note, moving on. No.
I'm just saying. All right, so there's a trend I think this week that I want to touch on, where you know, value what you have, and
absolutely
respect what can be taken away from you. We'll leave it at that. Switching gears. What else we got?
Video games. There's some updates in the multiverses world. I did see, and I sadly did not get to play it yet. Oh, I'm so upset. Rick from Rick and Morty has officially been added to multiverses, and Stripe finally also has additionally been added. Thank God when I slammed my hand, it didn't cut the camera off like it did that one time. Stripe has also been added to the multiverses world.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah.
And you haven't actually? Have you?
I haven't got a chance.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I have confirmed that they're on there. Yes, I know. I meant to play it the other day, and I just got so tied up with so many other things. I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm watching yes.
It looks good, man. It looks good. I'm excited. I can't wait. The characters look good. But you know what I heard that doesn't look good? Gotham Knights.
Oh, I want to talk about Gotham Knights.
The new Gotham Knights that's coming out.
So
they're struggling, man. It wasn't supposed to come out like this year or last year even or something, and it's just been like
Gotham Knights.
Speed bump. Like
Gotham Knights.
So what's the issue now?
Will only run at 30 frames per second, and will offer no performance mode on consoles. Now, this is why we are here.
What?
This is why.
How does that make any sense?
This is why the listeners choose Ready Player Lift.
Dude,
they want to hear the hot takes. They want to know why the hell,
dude. And that
did
game
we
was
spend?
Supposed to be like amazing. Like it looks so like it's.
I'm gonna be honest.
The potential.
It should have
be
been
great.
Yeah. But it's not looking good. So when Gotham Knights arrives on consoles on October 21st, so like next week.
What? Oh no!
It will only run.
Here's your food. Just eat it,
food, you motherfucker.
Throw it in your face. You gotta eat it or not.
So the game now, the cool thing about this game is it's like multiplayer. So
Mhm.
like you and
know.
I could you could be.
Yeah, it could be Red Hood and
Well, I'm gonna
freaking
be Red Hood.
be-
No,
No, I'm gonna be Red Hood.
You
Yeah.
can be. You can be Batgirl, and I will be Red Hood.
Whatever, fine.
I will.
That's fine.
Well, it doesn't
I'll be
matter
Batgirl.
anymore. You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm not playing
That's
it.
true.
It doesn't matter.
That's true. Because
Um,
if it's gonna look like trash or perform like trash,
It's gonna look
it's-
and perform like garbage. So you
it's
know what?
fry.
I don't really have a take on it other than I saw this
Yeah.
coming. They
Yeah.
cannot capture the magic that was the original Arkham Asylum.
It's true.
And
The very first Arkham.
The first one was obviously
first one
incredible,
was-
and so many
Wow.
games have copied that
Mhm.
style of the combat.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man pretty much is pretty
Yeah.
much Batman,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So anyway,
Yeah. So it's not looking too good.
my advice:
it is looking good though.
wait for it to drop on Game Pass. What's up? Oh,
The new Mario
Now-
Mario trailer dropped like a week ago or so, right?
shout out to the Super Mario. Now, is it called the Mario movie? What is the title
I
of the
thought
stupid
it
movie?
was Super Mario Brothers, right?
No, it's. I don't think they've actually named the movie yet.
I think it's Super Mario Brothers.
I believe it's called the Untitled Illumination.
The
Mario.
Super Mario Brothers movie. Thank you.
Now, the original was called Super Mario Brothers, the movie,
Was it?
right? With Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
I feel like that was also called Super Mario Brothers.
Such a simple
I'm pretty sure.
thing.
Yeah. So the original one, 1993, was Super Mario Bros. And this new one is also, it's the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So the Super Mario Brothers movie.
So, shout out to Nintendo for dropping this incredible, exciting trailer. What were your thoughts on this trailer?
Dude,
Can't wait.
You know what's funny is, so I originally had the thought in my mind, because I know it's by the same creators as, I want to say, the Lego movie or Despicable Me?
Despicable Me and Minions.
Despicable Me, okay.
And Hotel Transylvania and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
so my
Illumination.
original thoughts were, oh man, I hope that they implement the old Mario characters in a little making fun of them, essentially, kind of how the Lego Batman movie did, where they made fun of the old school Batmans and all the different DC villains and characters and all that. I was hoping they would have something like that, with the old funky looking Goombas, and
There was not a single
the rocket
Goomba.
boots lady, all of that. I was thinking they would implement that, and then we saw the trailer dropped, and it was I don't want any of that in here. This
Really?
movie this looks so good. I don't want them to make fun of the other one.
Yeah.
It feels like it would take away from how good this one looks and how good this one is. Maybe they can make it work, but from what I'm seeing already, I'm dude, this looks amazing. Visually, the work that they put into this is absolutely incredible.
You can really tell.
Dude, it looks crazy.
Yeah.
And to have the damn penguins right from the start, I was like,
Yeah,
oh
everybody was
my
laughing at the thing.
God, they got the freaking penguins in here. Dude.
Now,
sold.
the funny thing is, the biggest complaint so far. So I got some comments here.
Yeah,
just some takes.
His voice.
Yes.
Mario's voice is the biggest complaint.
By far the biggest
Mushrooms
thing.
Kingdom, here we come. It's he's kind of sort of doing a New York-ish, Brooklyn, Jersey-ish type of whatever accent.
Which is
it
the
sounds was what I heard.
stereotype of the Italian
It's
plumber
kinda- it's
from
what-
New York,
it's what-
Bronx.
It's what I heard, and it was very faint though. It wasn't very strong. But
Well, that's the thing. I mean, give Chris Pratt a chance. He said two
Yeah.
lines, and everyone's saying,
Hell
literally,
no, he
fuck
doesn't
Chris
sound like
Pratt,
Mario.
cancel.
Oh,
remove-
really?
yeah.
I didn't think it went.
Well,
that
Chris
extreme.
Pratt is people don't like him for different reasons. I won't go there, but what everyone is saying is that it's weird to have this like different
To not
voice
have Mario be
compared to like
"Me, Mario."
classic, the iconic
Yeah.
voice who's known as or the actor known by the name of Charles Martinet. Yes, Charles Martinet.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Now he is rumored to be somewhat involved in the movie.
In the movie?
Yeah, so that'll be weird. I mean, I don't know.
That's not what I heard. He had an interview where knew nothing about the movie at all. Like he was
Really?
like, yeah, I'm not even.
You know what I think?
I mean, so I don't know.
I think this is all.
It could be a ruse.
These rumors. Let's talk about these rumors. These rumors that
could be a ruse.
like the rumor of Black Adam, and like these rumors are planted by the studios. Just so you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
yeah, it's the drive-up rate. It's like the ugly Sonic thing all over again. It's like, let's put out this ugly Sonic trailer, and then freak everyone out, and then all of a sudden we come out with the real Sonic, and it's like, this is amazing. Like you always said that they purposely, like you believe they purposely did that. Like it was all planned. Like it wasn't
absolutely.
Like it wasn't
this whole Charles Martinet thing. Like I said, I mean, I'll fact check it. I'll Google it, but like, I believe he is rumored to be like somehow like as a cameo or something. I mean, they have to. Right, because he's
Mario's uncle.
Yeah, or maybe like Mario has like a nightmare or something, and I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, and then he like looks in the mirror. Yeah, they have to, right? So anyway,
they have to have him in it in some way. It feels wrong almost, like if they don't. You know, like
that's the big complaint.
He's literally been the voice of our childhood,
exactly, since at least 1996.
Yeah, maybe even sooner. I think, right? Like when did
Mario
he
64
become the voice? He became the voice for Mario 64, right?
Yes, and that was, I believe, like 1995, 1996. Okay. And since then, like, yes, he has been Mario. Fun fact for you: did you know that Charles Martinet also voices the
96? 96.
Yeah. He also voices the fucking dragon in Skyrim.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah, you know. Put that somewhere. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
I think, and my mind kind of goes like, well, what if they branch out? Like, should they do like an extended Nintendo Smash Brothers universe,
Sonic versus Mario, whatever
crossovers?
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
What if they had Mario Kart in this movie?
They could
at some like
maybe they're like there's like a scene where they're like driving around.
Dude, wouldn't that be so cool? Oh,
that would be too good. See, the thing is,
there's so many possibilities of where they could go with it.
Maybe there's like a chase scene
part about it.
where like, you know, Bowser's like trying to get away and like he jumps in a go-kart and Mario's like, wait, and then he's like running, then he jumps in a go-kart, then he like throws a shell. Bam!
The heat-seeking one.
Yep.
Dude, the
blue spike shell.
The crowd would go nuts. Like the audience in the theater would. I would legit be like, yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, just listen to the fans. Like,
yeah.
This is
in all
what
reality,
we want. Don't
Sonic
give us
did it
this
right.
trash. Like, just do what we want.
Follow the game plan that Sonic had. Like, that's it. Just follow that.
And
like,
millions and people will share it on TikTok and IG, and more people will watch it. You can't lose. But for some reason, and this actually segues into the next topic perfectly, right? People tend to, big companies, they tend to dismiss what the fans want, and we just don't understand. Black Adam, you have a big problem with Black Adam. You're a fan.
Adam.
What do you want from Black Adam?
We talked about Black Adam enough. I think all I wanted, because it's too late now. All I wanted was it to be or feel more accurate to the character. That's it. You know, if you had when the Joker comes in on camera, you want it to be exciting, right? You want it to be like, oh, that's the Joker.
He has the
like,
laugh. He has the
sounds, his laugh, his voice, like everything. Like, you know, freaking
That's
Thor.
a great
When
example.
Thor comes on screen, you know Thor is gonna talk the way he talks. Like if when, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, when he played T'Challa, he didn't come up there speaking in his normal voice. No, he played
He had
the character.
the accent.
He was
Yeah,
in character, right? And my biggest gripe with the whole Black Adam thing is it's The Rock playing The Rock. Like, it's not.
That
he's
is
not
a
playing the
common
character.
complaint.
Like, it's just like, dude, like, you got Vin Diesel. I am Groot. Like, nobody even knew that was Vin Diesel for so long. You got Stallone playing the damn shark on Suicide Squad. Nobody even knew it was Stallone. Like, this is the point I'm trying to make. Is like, at least play the
Get
role
in
of the
character.
If Black Adam talks and looks exactly like The Rock, then he did his job just fine. It's great. But when he doesn't, then it's like, it kind of takes away from it a little bit for me. Like, it just takes away from it. And it's like,
So it just seems like
make him look like, make him sound like the character.
okay. So your gripe.
Chef's kiss, perfect.
So he doesn't have the hair. You got to understand.
He doesn't have the hair.
This project.
He doesn't have the ears.
This
He doesn't have
project.
the accent. He doesn't. None of it.
The
He's
Rock
just
has
The Rock
been working on
playing
this.
The Rock
The Rock once had hair.
when he had hair.
When he signed on for this project, he had a nice,
Yeah.
he had the hair. But you need to understand that, 20
Yeah.
years, I mean, he's changed physically. So you expect him to put on a toupee? Is that what you're saying?
Damn straight I do. I'm sorry. Did Chris Hemsworth wear a fucking wig playing Thor? Yes, he did.
True.
Get
He
into freaking character, homie. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you want to be bald, but like,
Hey, that is
you're
not an
gonna play
easy
a
thing.
character-
You know what?
if you're gonna play a character, play a character. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Okay.
I'm
That
wearing
is
the
a fair
hair.
take. You are wearing the hair. And you know what? You look fantastic. You know what? If Jarrell can do it-
Halloween dress up today. I'm putting on the Goku outfit. It would look dumb if I wasn't wearing the Goku hair, right?
That is the
That's all
point.
I'm saying.
You know
It's
what?
very
That is.
simple.
You know what? I respect that.
Just
I would be like, why is he
small,
wearing like
minor
an orange
details.
shirt? Like what? What is that?
Exactly.
That's a great
Why is he
point.
wearing
You know what?
blue wristbands and an orange tank top?
So the hair is
Once I
definitely.
throw the hair on, you're like, oh,
He does have the
Goku.
iconic
That's
spiky
who-
hair.
Okay.
Yeah, that is such a. You know what?
Yeah.
I will not disagree with
I'm
you on
just-
this. Now,
I'm
Black
rooting
Adam.
for it. I'm hoping that the movie is something, but I mean, we'll see.
Well,
I'm
I
standing
mean,
my-
really,
my ground has. I'm standing my ground with this one, and
I will tell you what.
until it comes out.
I will tell you what. I pre-ordered my seats, so I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
on Friday, and I will let you know. Now, beware of spoilers. I don't know, man. I think it got out. There's a big spoiler
No,
that's
it-
floating
it
around.
got
I think
out. It's not
somebody
a
leaked
spoiler.
it.
He's a part of the DC universe. It's not a spoiler. You knew they were gonna link up. At
I've been
some
telling you
point
for
in
months.
time. They had.
I've been
to.
telling you forever.
It doesn't make sense if these two characters don't link up, because
Now,
they
for
linked up
the-
in the comics, they linked up in the shows. Like, it's
Now, for the uninitiated who are hanging on with us and listening to us fight about this imaginary DC comic character,
yeah.
spoiler alert, I guess. Should we even do a spoiler alert on this? Meh. All right,
Is
skip
it really,
ahead.
though? Like,
If
that's
you
what
don't
I'm
want to,
saying,
if you don't
like,
want
it's
Black Adam like spoiled, I guess like skip like what 20 seconds ahead, starting now. So Superman
Superman.
confirmed. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, supposedly is in
It
the
is
movie at some point.
confirmed.
Which,
The Rock
I
himself
mean,
is
it's
like, yeah,
not
he's
a
in it.
surprise. Like, it should. Yeah, it's not a surprise. It shouldn't.
It
if
should
you-
have been,
if
though.
you know anything about if you know anything about this character and the DC universe, like, you know, at some point in time these two are they have
They're
to
gonna do something.
fight.
Now the thing is, though,
in some way, like,
I think the issue was
whether it's in this movie or not, like, they're going to.
I think the issue was no one knew like if it would actually be Henry Cavill. Like, Superman's gonna be a part of the DC universe, obviously, but
Forever.
no. But the thing is, like, no one knew if they were gonna get like a new actor, because DC's a mess.
Did he quit?
He implied that he wasn't getting like a deal or something like that, and like, the Justice League flopped, and Warner Brothers, as you know, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're like rebooting and shaking things up, and so really, like, that's the spoiler, is like, oh, he's still around. And my take is we're gonna cut off of this Black Adam shit, but I hope that the movie performs well. DC needs this.
Yeah, they do.
They need.
Shambles.
I will always.
Shambles.
I love my Spider-Man. I love Hulk. I love all this crap, right?
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
Marvel.
DC
Batman
is what I prefer. Like, that was always my favorite growing up.
Batman's always been my number one.
So we need this. Like, Batman needs Black Adam to win and perform and do well, so that way they can keep pumping money into this shit. Anyway, I'm done with this Black Adam shit.
Yeah.
What else we
got? She-Hulk wrapped up. There was
Please give us. Was it? You know what? I'm done with the She-Hulk.
There was okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Was it good? Yes.
So
Or
I
no.
finally figured out She-Hulk, and She-Hulk was not meant to be taken serious. That's it. Once I figured out that it's
supposed to be bad.
That it's not. Well, no, like, that it's not a serious show in any way, shape, or form. No matter what happens in the show, it's all kind of supposed to be funny or a joke in a way. Like, it's not. I don't know. Like, once I've realized, like, oh, okay, don't take this shit serious because this is just nonsense. Then it was cool. Like, it was 100% fine. There was no issues. It was just funny because, like, there was like so much hypocrisy and so many different things like that would happen. Then something else would happen, and you're like, but you said, but wait, yeah. So once I stopped thinking about the things she was saying and how she was saying, and versus what she was actually doing, and just going with it, then it was fine. And there was one scene that was cool, where she finally put on the She-Hulk suit.
I did see
the
that
iconic one. That
the
was actually
iconic
cool.
Sneakers.
Yeah, she fought. I mean, the show's been over for a little bit, so it's not like this is a surprise or anything. But she fought Daredevil. Obviously, we all know Matt Murdock, Daredevil, from the Daredevil TV show. That version.
They brought him over from the Netflix show.
He's in the Marvel universe now from Spider-Man, but he's in this, so it's cool, but yeah, then it ended and it was just like, okay, well, neat. Like,
cool. Now, of course, I did see the clips. I mean, spoilers, I guess. Hulk's like fucking son.
Hulk's son.
And of course, everyone's like laughing at his like hairline.
Scar or something like. I can't remember his name. I want to say his name is Scar.
It's definitely SK something. Well,
I think fact check. I mean, but it's something around that area. I'm not a huge Hulk fan, so I don't know like Hulk history.
Here, I will look it up for you, please.
But I know it's his son that he believed was dead or something.
You actually got it right. So Scar is the son of Hulk.
Yeah.
And Kyra, the old strong. He was conceived during Hulk's time on Kyra's home planet, Sakaar. Yes.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
his?
Can we?
Yeah, they were making fun of his hairline because he's supposed to have long,
scraggly, like rugged.
And from what it looked like in the thing is it was just pulled back.
It was pulled
like he still
way
has the
back.
long hair,
But it's
but
very.
like his
They
hair
pushed
line
this,
didn't
that
start.
line was
Yeah,
pushed way.
they pushed it back.
You'll be pushing that line.
But I
back.
think also I think if I remember correctly, that's like a part of that his tribes. Like it's like there's how they look or whatever.
Okay. Well, you know what? You can go ahead
I don't know.
and splice
check.
his photo of the comic book version here,
Versus the
and then. You all right?
Versus the.
And you tell me
the
that's
TV show. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if or what they decide to do with all that. But yeah, I don't know. Do you have any true crime stuff this week? I know you were talking about wanting to.
Okay, so the true yes, I
the
do.
alley.
We're gonna take a light, not a stroll.
Oh,
We're just
a
gonna
brisk
pass.
walk.
We're just gonna, you're walking down the sidewalk, and then you see that.
walk through.
Not even, when you're you
walk
ever go
past.
downtown? Yeah, you ever go downtown at night,
quick
and then like you
glance.
leave the show or the bar, and then you like pass the alley, and you're like, I'm not
just keep
fucking
on
going
moving.
in there. Yep.
So we're now going to take a brisk walk
down
past.
true crime way.
Here we go.
True Crime Alley.
So, True Crime Alley, what do you got?
All right, let me pull this up. I have many links open here, so bear with me.
Okay.
Now, of course, I want to open this up by saying, if we offend you, if this triggers you, if discussing murders, beheadings,
If you're not feeling the true crime
dismemberments,
alley, just walk on by.
just walk on by.
Just walk
just
on
like we
by
are,
that
'cause
True
you know
Crime
what?
Alley. It's a quick one according to Milo. So
This
here
will
we
be
go.
quick.
Okay.
Before we
you got?
begin, we
Okay.
did get some feedback on last week's True Crime Alley, and they were kind of shocked at how dark it went.
Went a
They
little.
were like, "Wow, you guys really kind of went there."
Really went in.
So this is why we are just taking a stroll. The Stockton serial killer.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've heard. This is very recent. Up to like last week, there were There was a string of killings in Stockton,
shit.
California, and the police went on record to warn the citizens that there is a serial killer out there. Keep in mind, on average, I mean, I don't know the true facts, but there on any given day, I mean, there's serial killers all like everywhere. They just can't link
don't
the
know
crime.
about
They
it
just
yet.
don't know,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one made waves, and I'm happy to say that he was caught. Yeah, they caught him. Yeah, so I guess they were, I'm not going to read the whole article, but, there was a big payout for catching this guy. There was a big reward. So I think what happened, I mean, people were extra vigilant, extra aware, and the police or whoever was investigating this, they caught him basically hunting people. They caught him
Sheesh.
like
In the act.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, so somebody tipped them off, and they, I don't know, tailed him. I don't know what they did. And they actually caught him like on the hunt. I will not mention this piece of shit's fucking name.
What was he doing?
I believe
Was
okay, so I have a timeline.
okay.
It's sad,
When did he
dude. I mean,
start?
it's sad. Like,
When did he start?
April
How long has he been
10th,
going?
on April 10th, 2021. So this began
Wow.
last year. So he's
Like a
been
year and a half of killing people, huh?
at 4:18 a.m. on April 10th, 2021. A 40-year-old man was shot and killed in Oakland. On April 16th, days later, a 46-year-old woman was shot and killed. On July 8th, a 35-year-old man was shot and killed. On August 11th, a 43-year-old man was shot and killed. On August 30th, 2022, a 21-year-old was shot and killed.
So he's just
On-
a serial shooter.
He's a shooter.
Okay.
So
So a serial shooter / serial killer, basically, is what you're saying.
yes, the
Was it now? Was he doing all this in a specific way, or was it just like he's creeping up on people and bang?
shooting
or
them. I mean, I
was
don't.
he-
I mean, you know
what
how
I mean?
investigations go. I mean, I don't know if they gave all the details, right?
I
Most
just,
serial
like-
killers have like a calling card
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I feel like
or a style or like a signature.
I feel like to lump him into the serial killer category, like, what is he doing specifically?
He
Because
is.
I feel like all serial, like you were saying, they have a calling card. All serial killers have like something that they're doing, like specifically to like, that's who that was. That's who that was. You know, like they're doing something in a specific way, so that
So
they were able to identify them.
so
And say, yep, confirmed. He's the one who did this, 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 and this. Because, or did he admit to everything?
we don't know yet.
You-
So
okay.
by
'Cause you
definition,
said he's in custody.
they
now.
found him like
Just-
last night.
Oh shoot! This
so
is fresh.
This is fresh.
This is a fresh alley we're
This is
breezing by.
we are walking down the alley. A serial killer. Hold on.
Okay.
Glasses are coming off. For this.
Going further. Oh man.
A serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more people. So like that's like the definition.
That's it?
Usually in service of abnormal psychological gratification. So with the murders taking place over more than a month and including a significant period of time between them. While most authorities set a threshold of 3 murders, others extended to 4 or lessen it to 2. So basically, I mean, if you kill, let's be real, dude. If you kill
kill more
one
than
fucking
3,
person, like you're
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Wow,
you know, like
if you kill 3 people or more, then like purposely, like in the very similar or same manner, then you may have some issues. Like if you're actually like actively going
actively like hunting
Yeah, like-
fucking people.
yeah.
Come on, let's be
like,
real.
like then that's a little
Then you're
different, but
so by definition, I guess that is it. So
I guess yeah.
So he technically fit that.
Okay.
As I said, I will not be naming
So
his
he's
name.
a serial shooter
He's a-
/ killer.
Arizona had that. Arizona had a serial.
We did the baseline.
The
shooter.
baseline shooter.
That's what they called him. I remember that, man.
I do too
there was a-
because I
There was another.
was
So there's
picked up
we were-
by him.
what? No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
What are you talking about? what are you talking about?
I was.
Shut up! Shut up.
I was
Was he in a-
walking
Is
down.
it a cab or something?
I will, in the spirit of Halloween, I will give you this
Oh,
tale.
okay. All right. This is a true crime bit.
You know what? Let's take a walk back. Let's kind of step it back a little bit.
Okay. So we're walking back into the alley.
We're gonna
Okay.
walk into the alley. Now I don't know. Let me be
So
careful.
how do you
here.
know? Okay. How do you know?
Okay, you're all right. So I didn't actually run into the baseline killer.
Okay, I'm like, bro, this is not good. Yeah, I saw him. You're like that one witness that's like, yeah, I know him. He was over here last week. You're like, shut up. No, you didn't. And then he continued to go on his rant, and Milo just carried on. He didn't even. I'm like, bro, no. What you mean you? Yeah, I was in his car. No, you weren't. And at this point is when they busted through Milo's window and door and yanked him up and dragged him away. Good God, man. Yeah, I was in his car this one time. It's like,
I was. Okay, so you know what?
it's like the barber shop at freaking Coming to America.
I ran into.
Martin Luther King. Yeah,
he punched me in the face.
Punched me in the chest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I look up. I'm
I
like,
thought you were someone else.
Dr. King? Oh, sorry. I thought you were someone else. No, you did not. This is me and
You
Milo
did
right
not.
now. Milo telling the story and me like, you did not run into the baseline shooter. Yes, I did. No, you did not. Yes, I did. No, you did not.
All right.
True Crime Alley.
Switching gears, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
out.
out of the alley. We're walking out of the alley. It was we're done with that. On to Halloween movie stuff. You watched you said you watched Poltergeist last night.
I was having a grand old time watching my favorite, one of my favorite Halloween.
Dude, I haven't seen it in so long.
Really?
I always forget.
It's such a classic.
I know.
It's,
I always forget to watch it during Halloween time, and then it's too late, and I'm like, eh.
Well, there's so many like running gags, like so many shows and like Family Guy and The Simpsons, like they all kind of like reference it.
I've made fun of it.
And it's like if you've
Carolyn,
never seen
don't go to the light.
they're here.
Yeah.
And the fucking clown and the fucking tree and what else? The fucking everything. All right. So anyway, I didn't wear. This year we have one more spooky season left, right?
Yeah.
Last year we went really hard on the reviews and we talked about the movie itself.
Mm-hmm.
I want to switch it up this year. I want to just give my love and admiration for none other than one of the
Certain
iconic,
movies.
one of the characters of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you've seen Poltergeist, you know that basically the family gets haunted. They have a little issue with their house getting completely fucking taken over by ghosts and unknown demonic
The
poltergeist. Yeah. So the whole thing with this movie just blows my mind. Like the little girl, spoilers if you haven't seen this 40-year-old movie, the little girl, she basically gets like sucked into this like vortex, this demonic whatever realm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ghostbusters with like the fucking Sigourney Weaver opens the fridge.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, what? So it's kind of that. The dad doesn't go to the police. The family, they don't know what to do. They need help. So they solicit the services of these like paranormal investigators. And then this is where my segment ties in. Do you remember the actress Zelda Rubinstein?
That's like the lady.
The
right?
lady.
Like the little with the glasses.
Lady.
With your glasses.
She is wearing
She's wearing your glasses.
I'm dressed up as Zelda Rubinstein this year.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah,
All right.
I remember.
She was so I pulled up this article. I don't
Was
really
she a real-
I don't
was she a
know.
real,
I'm kind of I want to do some
investigator?
more digging on Zelda Rubinstein now.
Was she a real investigator?
She was a very unique lady. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to know more about her. She wore huge aviator sunglasses, like mine.
Yeah.
A high domed hairstyle. She was
Yep.
very short in stature, and she patrolled the house with a particular assertiveness and control that has been lacking in other characters. So basically, no one knows what the fuck to do. Like the family is like, please find my daughter.
Freaking out. Yeah.
And then Zelda Rubinstein comes in,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Stand back." And I don't want to spoil this amazing movie, but that's pretty much what went down. I mean, that's the movie. That's Poltergeist. Go watch Poltergeist. You can find it on HBO Max if you
Yeah.
have a subscription. So that's my pick
one,
this year.
Another one on HBO Max that I actually I watched it last night. Funny enough, it's crazy because I watched this movie as a kid, probably when I was like 10 or 11. This is like one of the few like horror movies that I guess I was allowed to watch. And watching it now, and I'm like, why was I allowed to watch this movie? And I'm talking about the 1986 movie The Fly with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis.
That was my fly sound effect.
Dude, that movie
gross.
Still is gross.
So gross. Oh my god.
Dude, that movie was still gross. Like, it's like, oh my god. Like,
you know why it's so gross to this day? I'm not gonna take your magic away here, but it's because it was all practical.
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't special, or it wasn't visual effects. It was all special effects. So it was like prosthetics,
handmade,
actual, if you don't know that, so it's a remake of the original movie, The Fly, where a guy gets turned into a fly. But that one's like more comical to me because he's like,
literally, he turns into like an actual little guy,
actual little fly. Help me! At the end with the.
Can you splice that scene in?
Spider coming on the spider web. Help me! And he's like a fly on the web. Dumb. Anyway, this one is a different one. It's more, it's like a scientist, and he created essentially a teleportation pod that's from one end of the room to the other end of the room, and he's testing it to teleport from one end of the room to the other. It's this amazing thing, and it works, but on inanimate objects only. First time he does it on a baboon. Like, he opens a thing and it's just like this bloody mess of a baboon, like in the And and my wife's like, "You watched this as a kid?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know how I saw. I don't know how I got to see this movie out of all the other movies, because this one was gross.
It was next level for sure.
So, spoiler alert, I guess, also for this 36-year-old movie. If you want to watch it and don't want it to be spoiled, then skip ahead a minute or two, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but so anyway, long story short, Jeff Goldblum decides he wants to test it out on himself. He goes to test it out on himself. Well, a fly buzzes into the chamber with him, a little pod. And when he gets, and it works, right? So he gets teleported from one pod to the next pod over. Well, the problem is the computer, because it realized there was two different entities in the pod, the computer decides to fuse the two entities, Jeff Goldblum and the fly. Oh no, my camera. Decides to fuse the two entities. Man, I really just jacked up my whole... There we go. Oh, okay. Camera got all jacked up from me waving my hands around.
Maybe there's a fly in your...
The computer decided to fuse Jeff Goldblum and the fly. So Jeff Goldblum started turning into a fly, but he's like man size, right? So he's like, but it's not like what you think, where it's like he turns into just this fly and buzzes around.
No,
he's just a giant fly. No, he's like slowly like getting gross, and like his fingernails are falling off, his teeth are falling out, his ear falls off. He starts like performing like he can like climb on the walls like a fly. He's like goes to eat his food, and he has to like throw up on it first. And it's like bro, like, what is this movie? And then at the end, like, they go to try to kill him, and like he like like jumps down on the guy, and then like spits all his acid shit on the guy's hand, and he's like his hands like all on camera like dissolving. Yeah, it's like and then he like falls down. Then he like does it on his leg, and it like shows his freaking leg like Oh, dude, crazy, nasty, gross.
Would not
Amazing
recommend to you if you're squeamish in any way.
If you're squeamish, yeah. If you're squeamish at all, then don't. Like, but it's like when you watch it, it's like, man, this is actually like a good.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Like, and then it leading up to all the gross stuff. Like, it's actually a solid movie in itself. But it's like you could definitely see the change in his character though, and it's really cool. Like to see the character arc and how he goes from being how he is so calm and peaceful and nice and docile in the beginning to this like monster at the end. But,
so did you know that this style of horror, so there's like, there's everyone likes different Halloween films for different reasons, right?
Yeah.
You got your slashers,
Yeah.
you got your Freddy Krueger, you got your Jason, Michael Myers, you got that, you got your I don't know, like the demonic shit, like the Conjuring shit, which I'm not a fan of.
Those aren't my style.
Like I don't like
this style is my style. Like the
practical,
the thriller type stuff, to where you don't like know what's happening, and then also like the practical effects, like the actual special effects, like that.
Did you know
are the stuff that I like?
That this The Fly is part of a subgenre of horror movies, so it is called body horror. Did you know this?
Oh, no, I did not.
Body horror, or biological horror, is a subgenre of horror. That's where you do your Marlon Brando thing, the horror.
The horror.
That intentionally showcases grotesque or psychologically disturbing violations of the human body.
Okay.
These violations may manifest through aberrant sex, mutations, mutilation, zombification, gratuitous violence, disease, or unnatural movements of the body.
Interesting.
Body horror was a description originally applied to an emerging subgenre of North American horror films, but has roots in early Gothic literature and has expanded to include other media. So this is a thing. Popular.
I know this.
Popular.
Okay.
So The Fly is mostly known for being that style of movie.
The sorry to switch already from movies. The original, I only know because I just watched this recently as well. The original Hellraiser movie, I would also add to that. I would also add to that genre because they did a lot of stuff in that. That was all.
Did you watch that when you were a kid too? My God.
No, hell no. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. We've already discussed this. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch stuff like this. So,
dude,
like,
I walked in
like
on.
For me, like The Fly, like now watching it now as an adult, I'm just like, how was I allowed to watch this? Like, dude, this is not.
You know what I watched when I was like,
this is rough.
5? Fucking Hellraiser.
Oh God.
Okay, so did you watch the new? What is it? A movie or a show?
So I watched the original one as a to prep me for watching the new Hellraiser movie that came out on Hulu, and it was okay. Like,
I've heard really decent. Good things.
Yeah, it was decent. It was good. The biggest difference is, like we were saying, is the practical effects. The stuff in the original movie,
gross.
I mean, it's just that will never. Nothing will compare to that. Like when you do stuff,
the fucking guy like just
on scene in camera.
Yeah.
But no, this one was good in its own way, because they helped to kind of expand and explain the whole little puzzle box thing, and make a little bit more sense in this one. Like they kind of broke it down, and like the puzzle box would change into different like puzzles, and like it, and each level like meant something. It was like power and resurrection and blah 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 blah.
The box is called.
So it's kind of neat.
The box is called the Lament configuration.
Yeah.
Now you did not touch on something. I'm gonna check it out, but you did not touch on something that's very. It's a big change.
Okay.
Pinhead is played by
it's a
female actress.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that? Did she?
She did fine.
She did good.
Yeah. Well, so it's funny because like because if I remember, they're like, what are they, the Cenobites or something like that, whatever those characters are supposed to be called. In the original one, they had a female.
Yeah, they had the
Like,
lady with the very pretty
they had,
neck
yeah,
that resembles.
yeah, they had her in that one, so like it didn't bug me at all. And in the new one, they still had the
guy?
one with the teeth. Yeah, the one with the teeth.
What are their names? Hold on, let me.
I don't remember them having. I mean, I'm sure they have specific names, but in the original movie, they didn't like say each one's name. From what I remember, they were just all like the Cenobites.
Oh, you know what? So obviously, Pinhead is the iconic,
the main one.
I mean,
right?
you've seen him all over,
Yeah.
right? Pinhead speaks
one.
for itself. Chatterer, that guy.
Yeah, with the teeth.
The big guy, you know, I don't know, the bald
from the
big
original one,
guy, yeah.
the bald one, yeah.
His name is Butterball. I can't do this today.
With the little tongue.
His name is
Butterball. Is that what you said? His name is.
I'm out.
Yeah, they were real good. They were real specific with these ones in the 80s, huh? Let's make his teeth chatter. Let's call him Chatter him.
Pinhead.
He's a fat guy. Let's
Pinhead,
call him Butterball
because he has pins on his head.
This guy's got pins in his head. We'll call him Pinhead. Like,
So basic.
okay.
So simple.
It's funny though, because in the original one, they didn't really like. They were a part of the story, those characters, but they weren't.
They weren't really the story.
Like they weren't in the story like that. Like they were there.
They were tools to tell.
But they weren't. Yeah, which is crazy to think because Pinhead became such an iconic like image.
Yeah, over time they expanded
for that
on
movie.
them.
Yeah, like just as far as like
they just kind of show
face.
up.
Yeah, like his face being like the cover of the Hellraiser movie.
That's a great point.
But they're not really about him.
It's not about
like
them at all. They just kind of show up as a tool to.
It's not like Freddy. It's not like Jason. It's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That is a very good
like
point.
The main, antagonist.
The real story of Hellraiser.
Characters are.
Yeah, the movie was very surprising. Actually, it was basically like the couple and.
Was
the
husband and wife, and the wife had a thing with her husband's brother, like they were hooking up, and so that was like however long prior to them moving back into the house that they're in, and the brother is the one who ended up getting like messing with that little puzzle box, and getting taken by the Cenobites or whatever, and then dragged to hell, I guess, or whatever.
Oh, that was definitely
where he escaped, and then he needed like blood to come back.
And then he comes back, and then that iconic
back.
Body horror scene, which you know what? If you haven't seen Hellraiser, definitely
check it out. I mean, it's funny. Like there's some stuff in there. It's just like okay, like it's like it's old.
It's very 80s.
It's still
very
it's still good. But the new one was good in its own way, just expanding on the explanation of stuff a little bit more. It was pretty neat.
Okay.
But it wasn't as creepy or as scary as you would think or as I expected it to be.
You know, Hellraiser is very yes.
But you know what was creepy and scary? It's this new movie that just came out. It's in the theaters right now. It's called Smile.
Oh.
Holy
you gotta
crap.
smile while you say it.
Oh yeah, I gotta look at the camera. Like, no, it's not that kind of smile. I don't know. It's as they explain in the very beginning of the movie. It's the creepiest smile you've ever seen, and boy, was it! It was good, man. Like the actor that did the first smile in the movie was just like. Like it's one of those where we're like, this movie for me was like my type of horror movie, because just like how in like The Shining, where like stuff's happening but you don't understand why it's happening, that's how this movie is. Like all this stuff is happening, but there's no explanation of why. And that's the best part for me, is because like I'm not big on the paranormal stuff where you're like, oh, it's a ghost, or oh, it's a demon, or oh, it's
Satan.
like they never really like said what this was. They hinted towards it. Oh, maybe it's a ghost. Oh, it's a demon. But they never like, it was never solidified. Like, this is what this is. Like, it was just this thing, you know. And man, oh man, I tell you what, Milo, you swap out them Black Adam tickets for Friday and go see Smile.
Really?
It was good, dude. It's good. It's good.
Is it scary?
And there was two parts. There's two parts that got me. I'm not ashamed to admit it. There's two parts that got me, and it got me good. And it was not expecting it at all. Like, they did a very good job.
The jump scares, I just
bro. Yeah,
like
this movie
isn't that the worst, when you're just like, you know it's coming and then nothing comes. And then they trick you.
This movie does it very well, because there's like, especially in theaters, because it's so much louder.
That's why I hate that.
There's so many pieces in this movie that you're just like, oh my god. But then there's so much shit that happens in this movie that is so good, like story wise, directing wise. Like, there's so many amazing shots in the movie that the director did. It was just like, dude, like, this is just a good movie. And then it ends just mwah, chef's kiss. Great horror movie ending where I got no complaints. Like, it ended just right. It ended exactly the way it should have for a horror movie. No spoilers here, because I really want you to go see it. I want people to see this one. This one was
okay.
It was good, man. Like, and I'm, you know how I'm not a horror movie guy. Like, I'm always laughing most. Like, I watched that Annabelle creation movie the other day, and I'm like laughing and joking the whole movie, because how much, like, for me it's like, when stuff doesn't make sense is what it bugs me about a lot of the horror movies, where it's just like, if there was something freaky going on in your house, you wouldn't stay there. You would leave. Like, you would immediately leave. Like, there would be no question. Like, if you haven't seen the Annabelle movie, like, you should probably watch it. It's good. Doll. Like, it's the Annabelle creation it's good. Like, one of the scenes, a girl gets tossed down the stairs or whatever by the demon in the house, and the next day she's telling there's like this group of orphan girls, and they're with a nun, and they're staying in this house, right? So the next day the girl's like telling the nun, and this is the part that didn't make sense for me, because it's like, okay, first and foremost, she's a nun, so she's Catholic, so they're very like, when it comes to this stuff, they don't play. Like, we're you know, the demons and all that stuff, like, we out. Like, there's no like, oh, it's okay, it's all in your head, like, questioning it. None of that. Like, so this little girl is like, I didn't fall down the stairs, I was thrown down the stairs by an evil spirit, you know. And she's like telling the nun this, and the nun just like, oh no, you know, it's sometimes this and this happens. And I'm like, what? This is
you
not
tell
real.
your step.
Like, I'm like,
mom.
this is not. Yeah, I'm like, this is not how this would go. Like, she would be like, what? Oh, no, let's go, girls. We out, you know? And the best part is there's this one part in the movie, way towards the end of the movie, when one of the little girl, the nun is just like, what was that? What's happening? And the little girl's like, who cares? Let's go. And she takes off running. And I was like, finally. Yes. I was like, finally, the proper reaction for this nonsense movie. I'm like, why are you staring at a dark hall, like, waiting for this creature to come out? Like, why are you like, go to bed, little girls. Like, they're like wandering around the house at night, like, for no reason, like, just dumb. Like, it's just, so those types of scary movies don't, like, I always just laugh and joke, because it's just so idiotic. Like, you know, the demon's reaching his hands up to grab the girl in wherever she's at, and she smacks the hands with the flashlight, and the demon like pulls his hands away. Dude, I was just like, really? Like, get out of here with that. Like, come on. Like, he's like, ouch. Like, you know, like,
ghosts can't feel anything.
Like, dude, like, come on. Yeah. So, but no, this movie, Smile, is not that. This movie Smile is right on money with the horror movies.
I'll tell you what.
The style of horror movies that I like. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I have no transition for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do it anyway.
Okay. We out.
Harrison Ford.
Oh, it's a random transition.
Harrison.
He has a great smile. Speaking of smiles, Harrison
smile,
Ford.
You know what made me smile? Finding out that Harrison Ford has taken on the role of Thunderbolt Ross.
I saw your note for that. Yeah. That's
I mean, I got my
Hulk's,
thoughts on
that. The dude from
he's
Hulk,
the
right?
fucking Red Hulk.
yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so but the thing with that,
because what's his face passed away, didn't he? The actor that was.
yes, he passed away. William Hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, do we have to fact check that?
I'm gonna just say yes.
Okay,
that's
so shout out to William Hurt.
My Lord, his shout outs. Rest in peace, William.
Rest in peace to William Hurt. Okay. He was a great Thunderbolt Ross. We did not really get a chance to see him shine in that role.
Yeah.
You know who, on the topic of, you mentioned you're not really big on Hulk.
Yeah, I know
there were so many like missed opportunities just over the Hulk's lifetime in movie form. Like, did you watch the Ang Lee Hulk? Of course you did.
That's the first one?
Yes.
Or was that
with Colin what was his fucking name?
No, that's
what was his name? What was the original Hulk's name? What is his name? Somebody who's listening is like, just like they know.
I know, screaming it at us.
What is his name? What is his name? Eric Bana. Eric Bana.
I was like,
I almost said something else. I almost said like Colin.
Eric Bana.
I almost said Colin Farrell.
Eric Bana.
So in that movie, that was, I mean, have you watched it like recently?
No, because it's terrible.
It wasn't as bad as you remember.
It's bad.
It's
bad.
It wasn't. There were some good ideas in there. Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. That movie.
Sam Elliott was Thunderbolt Ross. Remember that? That was such a good pick.
Yeah, that was such a good pick. That's actually a really good pick for.
Anyway, Harrison Ford is like, these rumors, right? Rumors. Like until I see him.
Just brought back Sam Elliott.
Right.
I mean, that would have made more sense to me.
Sam Elliott is like
he's got that voice.
He's got the voice. Mm-hmm. You got that iconic mustache.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Sam Elliott without the mustache? Obviously, you've seen Roadhouse. You've seen Roadhouse.
Yeah, I don't remember him without the mustache. Though.
Watch Roadhouse, and I believe he's clean shaven.
Is he?
Or he's like a little bit of a. Where I'm going with this, nobody knows.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this, nobody knows. Anyway,
I don't know.
Harrison Ford is going to maybe join the MCU. Who gives a shit? When will the MCU be good? This was asked of us last week, or on the last episode. Like,
it's rough, man.
Right? I mean, okay, really like I guess he's gonna be part of this. Okay, cool. Like,
start giving the fans what they want, and then maybe.
I'll tell you what was given to the fans that was completely out of left field, and I think I mentioned it on the last episode.
What's that?
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, let's go.
You did mention it. And
you listened to me.
What? I listened to Milo, and I'm very glad I did. I watched the Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime on Netflix. I watched the whole series, and it was incredible. It was absolutely amazing. It was so amazing to the point that I went and purchased the game, which I had never. I know this is crazy. I still haven't played in the however many years it's been out now, 2-3 years since it came out. I finally bought it, and I'm gonna start playing it because of that.
The show was just so good.
Yeah, the show made me want to play the game.
No spoilers,
dude. So the show made me want to play the game. It is such a good. If you're into anime, like it's perfect. It is perfect.
Did you watch it?
They did everything
with English dubs or Japanese.
Yeah,
You watched
I
it in
did
English?
just because I didn't have time to. I didn't. I don't have the time to sit and read the subtitles like as much as I would have loved to. There's certain shows
Those
that
Japanese
I'll still
voice
watch.
actors, they just like they hit.
They go all in.
They just-
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so like.
Which way did you watch it?
We watched it in
Subbed
English.
or dubbed?
English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So dubbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm big on watching a lot of stuff like that. Like personally, like there's some stuff like I'll watch subbed, but most of the time I end up watching it dubbed just because I'm like,
Well,
I just don't like.
Well, the
Can't, like, sit there and
Jakku
read
here.
the whole time with everything.
You are right.
Also, like it's funny too because like speaking of Dragon Ball Z, I was never a fan of the original voices. The sub, if you watch Dragon Ball Z sub, I was never a fan of the voices there. I always thought they were funnier. Like it was funny, like hearing Goku like with his really high pitched like screaming voice all the time, and like everyone sounds so different. And I think that's one of the shows where the dubbed voices are more iconic probably than the other ones.
Well, the voice actor, he's like huge to this day. Like people are huge fans of the Goku voice actor. I forget his name. But people, I don't know. You know, the Dragon Ball thing, like I respect it for what it is, but you're like the fan, so.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now.
I'll tell you what.
His voice.
Now,
Sean.
Next on the list, Andor. I have not watched a single episode.
I still haven't watched it, man. I know. I'm. People are probably mad. I think.
Who the hell has the time?
I've been trying to watch it. I meant to do like a marathon and watch it the other day, and I just totally haven't gotten to. I heard it is amazing though.
It's getting stellar, like 9s and 10s.
I heard it is so good, and I'm like, dang it, like I need to watch it. But at the same time, I almost want to wait until it's all available to watch it all. Like instead of like having to wait each week, you know, and be like, dang it, like what's gonna happen? Like I kind of almost want to just like wait until it's done.
I'll tell you what, that's how
just like binge it.
That feeling of the weight of like, I need to know. House of the Dragon.
I tell you what.
I will tell you what.
Ooh-wee.
This House of the Dragon,
man,
came, it saw, it conquered. House of the Dragon is
too good.
The perfect show.
So
OMG.
I don't
I don't even know.
Spoil
you
any,
know,
I don't even want to talk about it because there's like this.
If you haven't given this,
if we say anything
chance,
about it, it'll just be like the most major spoil. There's no like.
You can't really talk
way
about it.
Yeah, without spoiling.
Anything,
We're
because
100%. We will 100% spoil it if we say anything about it, because every episode has been like
major.
Not every episode, but it's like something major has happened, or they've done like such a huge jump in time, like each episode.
I mean, that's the thing too. Like the time jumps are just. The time jumps are just so well done.
Yeah.
And
so
like,
abrupt.
like you miss like certain actors.
It's been 10 years. Like, then you got to figure out who's who.
Who's who.
Like,
and then you forget, like, they are related, aren't they? And then you're just like, oh man, I forgot about that.
His sister.
Her uncle.
Yeah.
Her uncle. Like that's her fucking uncle. Without giving the show away, that's her fucking uncle.
I was thinking of the kids, Aegon, and
shout out. Yeah, I want to talk about it so bad. I will say that go watch it.
Absolutely watch it.
And then every listener that's listening to this episode, after you watch it, please let us know so that way we can spoil the shit out of this show. You know, the funny thing about this whole thing is that, number one, the story of this book hasn't actually even started.
Yeah.
Like they're just getting started. Like nothing's happened yet, but so much has happened.
So exciting.
Like the main like conflict or whatever hasn't even like began.
Oh, it's about to though.
Oh, shit's about to go down.
It's about
to go
down.
Down. I know, you know, and of course,
It's about to go down.
I may or may not kind of know like how it all ends.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
But it's still so
I
good.
say.
You know, it's still so
so
good.
good.
So good. Will they tie this into Game of Thrones, like after?
Somehow, I'm sure, probably.
I have some theories that I think that they're going to build off of the success of this show, and they're going to extend. Yes, they're going to extend
to the other end of it
after the events of Game of Thrones. They have to.
It's exciting. It's
going
to happen. It will happen.
What else we got?
This has been fun, Milo.
We done?
I think that's it. I think that's it for the most part.
Yeah, we had a lot packed. We had a lot packed.
I did forget a shout out in the beginning, but I guess I could shout it out now. This is now that I'm staring at it in my notes here. Milo starting a new business venture. Him and his girl started a new business venture, right? And yeah.
You know,
shout him out. I'm shouting you out, man.
Thank you for that.
Milo's got some. He's got an epic beard, as most already know. If you didn't know that and you're tuning in for the first time, you can obviously see he's got this epic mane on his face, glorious beard. Well,
thank you.
Milo has decided, because he has never been approached by any beard or wax companies.
Really, that's what this is about.
F y'all, I'll do it myself. He's pulling a Thanos. He said, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And he's decided to come out with a line of beard oils, waxes, and some soaps.
Yeah, we sell soaps.
Right?
Yeah. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. As you know, it feels kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest. Now I know how you feel when I'm always like trying to plug your shit.
That's good.
And I'm like,
right?
yeah, you know,
you're like,
okay. Yeah, I guess we are kind of doing that. So yes, I take no credit for this. Our new beard care oils, waxes, and soaps. It is called Deadly Driven Soap Company.
Yeah.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Did I have a hand in creating these soaps? No, I didn't. I'm happy to model it. I'm happy to push our product, but really
he's the idea man a lot of times.
Shout out to really Emily is the one that's doing all the work, let's be honest, dude. So you can find her and you can find us at Deadly Driven Soap Co. Supplies are limited.
On IG. Yeah.
Find us on IG. Follow us and share. I mean, it's kind of like the pod. Really just support us if you can. Share.
Absolutely. Nice little family owned small
tag
business.
us. Yeah, you know what?
Even I got myself a nice little can of wax, a lifetime supply of mustache wax for my facial hair once it starts to fully start coming.
Oh yeah,
in
you're
a
gonna be
little bit
fine.
more.
Yeah. You can use it on your
can.
Yeah, you can. It's a multi-purpose. So yeah, you know what? I figured, fuck it. Let's just go all in. Let's just, it's kind of like the pod, man. Believe in what you put out.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in your product.
Absolutely.
Believe in the pod. Believe in your t-shirt pressing, your YouTube channel, your movies,
everything.
your training,
whatever you're doing. So
yes, thank you for that. We will be doing a giveaway on that note before we wrap this episode. Do you want to talk about
that? Stickers. We still got a lot of stickers. We got tons and tons and tons of stickers, and we have specifically for this month the random Halloween pack or whatever I call it, the random pack of Halloween stickers, Ready Player Lift stickers that we have, and the promotion Milo's referring to is in reference to our Halloween sticker purchase. Everybody who purchases a random Halloween pack of stickers will get entered into a contest to win some free stuff.
Yes, and
some more free Ready Player Lift merch, and possibly in association with Digitally Driven Soap Company merch.
Absolutely.
Maybe?
Yes.
Possibly?
So we decided, yes, there will be you call him what, Coco the Clown?
Yeah, I'll put a picture somewhere on here.
Right here.
Little Coco the Clown. He maybe on this side. I don't know. We'll see. Coco the Clown, but with a beard, a bearded Coco. If you get yourself a sticker pack, go get yourself a Halloween sticker pack. They're cheaper than the T-shirts. If you are the lucky one to receive the bearded Coco.
Can you color him gold, like the golden ticket? Because basically this is like some Willy Wonka shit.
I got the golden ticket. If you find, all right, well, the golden Coco, the golden bearded Coco. If you find him in your sticker pack that you receive, then you will also additionally receive some free swag from Ready Player Lift and the Deadly Driven Soap Company.
Yes, sir.
That's where you insert the applause. Figured it'd be fun. Wrap up the month, the spooky season, the Halloween stuff with some little giveaways and this and that, and
So
just have a mash. Monster Mash.
So thank you so much for that. And thank you. You know what? This was a great episode. Thank you for listening to us. We're going to jet. I think Jarrell has some business to attend to. I'm going to go train.
Yeah.
I got to catch House of the Dragon tonight.
Ooh,
I got some fucking scary movies to catch up on.
So much.
There's
stuff.
so much to do. So if you are spending time with us this Halloween season, thanks for joining us, and thanks for kicking back.
Absolutely.
I hope we brought you some entertainment. If you're on a commute right now, I hope we brought you a little bit of laughs. Hope we brought something for you, whoever you are. Thank you for listening. Please do not forget to share the show. Yeah. Share us. We got to build. Let's build together. Build the YouTube channel. Absolutely. Subscribe, and don't forget to rate us. Let us know how we're doing. Thank you for listening to the Ready Player Lift podcast, season 7, episode 2. We out.
We out.
Bye.